What's up, Block fans? I'm Block Fan. Recently I was talking to someone on Discord. We ended up talking about how absolutely terribly designed the human body is. Also, this is going to be my first video where I'm actually going to be trying to follow a script, so please leave a comment about how I'm doing and how to improve and stuff. Anyway, so, first of all, the skull. Did you know the skull has 22 bones? And did you also know the reason for this is because our brains are absolutely huge, and actually, yeah, they may have helped us take over the world, but they are way too big for us, and because of this, our hips are not wide enough to fit babies' heads through, which means that you have to have a bunch of bones. So that's it, 22, and for some reason, this results in children's skulls being shaped like a cone. If you've ever seen a baby, you can also attest that their heads are shaped so weird, because yeah, they're shaped like a cone, so that our heads can actually fit through. And that one is not the worst thing on this list, but it's a good start. And then if you go down a bit, you get to the wisdom teeth. Back when we were in caveman times, we had large jaws and needed to chew through like a tougher and raw foods. But now our foods are much softer, so it's kind of unnecessary. And also, for some strange reason, our mouths are too small to fit them. It's absolutely insane, and for some reason, they're just too small. Can't fit the amount of teeth we have. This results in them occasionally getting infected, or they can even get damaged, and then we need to go get them removed. And yeah, it's absolutely terrible. Yeah, it'd be like if a phone company were to push updates which deliberately slows down older models. Next up, if you go down slightly more, it is the number one which you probably thought of when you saw this video. That's right, the spine. Absolutely terrible. So poorly designed, and it makes us one of the only animals to suffer back problems. Nothing else really does. The only ones that do really have back problems, or at least that I know of. Of course, I don't know every species, but the ones that I do know of have it due to human stuff, like horses and elephants carrying us on our back, or dogs and cats from selective breeding. It does not distribute the weight evenly at all, because for some reason we insist on standing on two legs. No clue why, but hey, it helped us. But it also means that, you know what, if you sit wrong, back problems for life. Screw you. 4 worked perfectly fine for millions of years, but yeah, we're too good for that, I guess. And as well as this, there are the knees. And as a very wise person on Tumblr once said that I cannot be bothered to find the source for this, the knee is the evolutionary equivalent of duct tape and bubblegum. This means that they are very easy to damage, and good thing we aren't made for like running or jumping or stuff like that, because otherwise they'd be damaged all the time, and that would be a real issue. Now let's talk about feet, but not in that way. They have 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles. Incredibly intricate, and they're supposed to support our entire body. But the design is, overall, it's not that good. Flat feet can cause pain and mobility issues, although I will take away this and give it a point for how clever it is, with like the dual purpose of it, because for switching between both speed and endurance, as what we would call our ankle is what in that part in other animals is what we would call the knee. It's our feet are shaped really weird, and it's really cool. It lets us both run really fast and walk for ages. It's really cool. And if anything, it just shows that evolution goes to good enough, not perfection. And that would be it for the skeleton. And I bet you thought I was done, but I lied. Get clickbaited. There you get a whole second part to the video, and since I'm already clickbaiting and lying to the audience, I guess I might as well finish being a really good content creator and sell out. So, go below, press all the buttons, follow my Twitch, TikTok, BlockFan1234, sub to the YouTube. You're probably sick of hearing this from literally everyone, but I think when less than 1% of viewers are subscribed, I think that's pretty justified. Okay, so now that I am done with selling out, let me just quickly get a drink. And now, let's talk about the insidey bits of the human body. So, first thing that comes to mind is probably how close the food here pipe is to the do not get food here or it will kill you pipe. So terribly designed, and possibly the worst part of it is, because obviously there is choking, but the much worse part that nobody thinks of is that if water goes down the wrong hole, it feels weird. And it's incredibly strange. And minor side note here, but how on earth do you spell esophagus? I got it written down here. It's an O-E-S-O-P-H-A-G-U-S. Half those letters are either silent or should be replaced with something else. I hate the human language and have serious beef with whoever named that. And honorary mention here, the brain. Yeah, sure, it's the most complicated thing on Earth, helped us take over the world, and it's cool. But there is a few weird things with it. For example, one harmless example is hiccups, which is not actually a part of your brain messing up causing you to get hiccups. Instead, it is the part of your brain which tells you not to have hiccups messing up, which causes you to have them. Because, for some reason, the default is to have hiccups. The reason for this is because it's left over from back when we were fish and had to hiccup to breathe, but millions of years later it's still around, because I guess it just is. And then, also, on the other hand, a very harmful side of that of the brain is addiction, as the reward system can get hijacked because evolution's not caught up to the modern day, and it results in the brain getting addicted to a bunch of things and thinking that they are required for survival, even though they are a detriment. And you can trust me on this. I play Hypixel Skyblock. And the other thing you might have thought of when you heard I was doing the soft tissues as well as just the skeleton would be the appendix. I think that's kind of it. There's that enough said, But you know what? The digestive system's failings kind of made up for the fact that the liver does half the different stuff in the body. So they kind of make up for each other. And then finally, there is the part which I will not be making diagrams for, the reproductive system. So in estrogen-fueled bodies, the hips are still not wide enough for brains. Why are babies' heads cones? I hate it. Why? It's just so weird. It's weird. And then, as well as this, in AMAB bodies, the balls just kind of hang there. The current theory is that it's for temperature control stuff, but other animals also have them inside the body, and ask anyone with them and they will say that it's very easy to injure them. In fact, the most common cause of atesticular torsion is not a run-in with a rogue wizard, but rather sleeping in a funny position. Screw you, I guess. Yeah, it's a huge mess, but I would say it's, again, kind of made up for the fact that you can just get the hormones of the opposite sex, put it in your body, and it just kind of rolls with it. Pretty cool, trans rights and stuff. Pretty cool in my opinion. And overall, yeah, I don't really know what the point of this video was. I just felt like ranting about the nonsensicalities of the human body. But yeah, hope you've had a nice day so far. If not, hope I could make it that little bit better, or at least distract you from the day's troubles. My name is Blockfan, and I hope you come back at an undetermined point in time. Goodbye. This is the outro song. Bye.